Welcome to the tutorial about the Advanced Annotation Mode. In this session you will learn how to easily annotate articles in SMW+. The Advanced Annotation Mode is a key feature of SMW+, aimed at supporting you in annotating articles of your wiki. Annotations in SMW+ can be viewed as an extension of the existing system of categories provided by the MediaWiki software. Categories are a means to classify articles according to certain criteria. For example, by adding the statement category city to an article with the title Berlin, this article gets tagged as describing a city. MediaWiki can use this information to generate a list of all cities in a wiki and thus helps you find the information more quickly. SMW+ provides a further means of structuring the wiki. Wiki pages contain text and links to other pages, but only a human reader knows what the link or text means. For example, suppose that the article of Berlin contains a sentence such as, "is the capital of Germany with a population of 3.4 million, which contains much more information than just being a city. But for computers, this knowledge is locked up since the information in which it is presented is unstructured. SMW+ allows you to annotate any link or text on the page to specify its meaning. This turns links and text into properties of an article. For example, from the aforementioned sentence you could create the two properties capital of and population. This leads to annotations that provide information in a formal way accessible to software tools. As mentioned earlier, the Advanced Annotation Mode is a method for easily annotating articles in the wiki. It can be accessed on the Annotate page tab, which lets you annotate an article without the need to directly edit its wiki text. Instead, annotations can be made in place by simply marking the text and assigning a value to it. Regular text is much easier to annotate than the wiki source text, for wiki text often contains additional information distracting the user. The Annotate tab, however, only shows relevant information that is eligible for annotations. I am going to demonstrate this by annotating my wiki article called London. For that purpose, I am switching to the annotation view by clicking on the Annotate page tab. As you can see, all links to the other pages are highlighted, indicating that they are potential candidates for being annotated. After skimming through the article, I have identified the following facts that I'm now going to annotate. London is the capital of England. London is located in the European Union. London is a city, and London's population is about 8.3 million. Now that I know which facts I need to annotate, I can decide whether I want to create the respective properties in advance or on the fly. For the sake of didactic purposes, I will do both. That is, I will create the property located in advance, and I will create the property population while annotating the article. Note that the property capital of is already present in the wiki. To create a property, I proceed as follows. I first need to enter a page title, for property pages are just regular wiki pages in the property namespace. So I'm going to call this property located in. After creating the page, I just need to specify the property's type. In this case, I'm going to choose type page, for the property's value is another page, namely the European Union page. That should be sufficient for the moment. For more information on property types and additional settings, please refer to the manual. Now let's begin annotating the article. I start with annotating the fact that London is the capital of England. For that purpose, I simply click the green icon next to the link to the page England. In the dialog box, I just enter the name of the property and click Add. Now I simply repeat this step by annotating the link to the page European Union using the located in property. From what I know so far, London is a city. But apparently there is no link to a page called city. However, this term is an excellent candidate for a MediaWiki category. So I simply mark the text, select the panel Annotate a category in the dialog box and click Add. Note that I have created this category earlier, so don't be confused that it is already existent in my wiki. Finally, let's annotate the fact that London has a population of approximately 8.3 million. Since we don't have an appropriate property yet, we need to create one. This can be done in place. In the Semantic toolbar, open the panel Properties and click Create. Enter a name and specify the type, which is number in our case. Click Create when done. Note that it may take a few seconds until the new property page will be added to the wiki. Now we proceed by marking the population value in our London article. Simply select the number and then enter the name of the population property into the field. Now click Add. And don't forget to save your annotations. We can now leave the Annotation Page tab. As you can see, the annotations are gone because we are on the Page tab right now, but the category City has been added to the page. You might wonder what these annotations are good for. Well, for example, you could query the wiki to display all cities located in the European Union with their population value. But knowledge retrieval in SMW Plus by querying its content is a whole different story. This finishes my short presentation of the Advanced Annotation Mode. Thanks a lot for your attention.